If you're looking to master the art of casting a spinning rod, I'm going to show you how to do that by setting up for a good cast, casting for maximum accuracy, and then the 5 different ways that you can cast a spinning rod. Let's get into it. First, you're going to need to select a lure weight that's appropriate for the rod. This rod is an 1/8 of an ounce all the way up to a 1/2 of an ounce. I've got my lure picked out, and if you need to know what lure is appropriate for your rod, you can find this information down here by the base. Let's move on to the next step. Now you need to find a comfortable grip when holding the rod. I really like the reel to be resting between my ring and middle finger. That's most comfortable for me, but this is entirely up to you. Go whatever is most comfortable. When preparing for a cast, the line needs to be as close to the rod as possible. So right now it's as far away as it can possibly be. So I'm going to rotate the handle here until it's right next to the rod. This makes everything so much easier whenever you're trying to grip the line right here, getting ready to make a cast. Makes it easier to open the bail right here. I'll demonstrate. It's really awkward if, let's say, it's all the way out here. I'm going to have to use my other hand to bring it up, and it's just a lot easier if the line is right here, parallel to the rod, right next to it. I can grip it, open the bail, make a cast. Now, before you open the bail, you're going to have to take control of the line. So I'm going to let it rest on my index finger right here. Then I'm going to open the bail, because if I didn't do this otherwise, that lure is going to, oh, there it goes. I'm going to let the line rest on my finger like this. You don't want to grip it like this and bring it all the way back up to the rod. This is really going to affect your accuracy and distance. So just cradle this thing very gently. That's all it takes. All that pressure is on my finger right now. It's not going to slip. We're getting ready to make a cast. Another thing you want to look out for is keeping the lure roughly 6 inches off the rod tip. But as you can see, my lure is about 1.5 feet off the rod tip. So I'm going to go ahead and crank it in right there. That's about the distance that I want. Problem is now my line here is on the opposite side of where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and reel it in just a tad until it's in position. Perfect. But now my lure is a little bit too close to the end of the rod tip. So what I'll do is just pull out my line just a tad right there. Boom. So if that ever happens, all you have to do is maybe just loosen your drag a little bit, pull out a little bit of line, and now you're ready to go. Now I'm ready to make a cast. I'm going to open my bail, wind it up, and fling my lure out to its target. But how exactly do you make an accurate cast? It's all going to boil down to your release point. If you think of a pitcher or a quarterback when they're throwing a ball, they have to let that thing go at just the right time to either hit the strike zone or thread through that tiny, tiny window. We're kind of doing the same thing when you're casting a fishing rod. You've got to release a lure at just the right time so you can get that lure going to the spot that you want it to. So for example, let's say I'm going to do a sidearm cast, which I will get to more here in a little bit. Well, let's say I'm going to make a sidearm cast and then I cast it out, but then all of a sudden I see that the lure went way too far to the right. That means my release point was way too early. Then on the other hand, if I make a cast and then it goes flying off to the left, that means my release point was way too late. Furthermore, if you're going to make an overhand cast and you go back to cast and then the lure goes flying straight up in the air, you know your release point was way too early. But then if you let the overhand cast go too late, it's just going to slap the water. So finding that perfect release point just comes with time and with practice. And then pretty soon it's just going to be muscle memory and you won't even think about it. Now I'm going to talk about the 5 different methods of casting a spinning rod. The first method, and the one that I probably use most often, is called the sidearm cast. So all you got to do is just load your rod back here. And then if you kind of think of your rod, whenever you're swinging your rod, almost kind of like a baseball bat, if there is just a rod or something that's going straight up and down, it's just kind of pivoting right here around your handle and around your reel. If you could just imagine that stick just kind of swinging on that rod. That's pretty much what you're doing right here. Everything's centered right around where your hands are and you're just kind of flicking it out there. So all you got to do is just bring it back. Boom, sidearm cast. Second is the overhead cast. So I'm going to bring my rod back like this, and all I got to do is just, it's exactly like the sidearm cast in terms of motion, except now it's on the y-axis. So I'm going to bring my rod back and then just fling it out there, almost like I'm chopping wood. The third method is the roll cast, and this is used when you're skipping lures up under low-hanging trees or docks and stuff. And all you got to do, it's very similar setup to the sidearm cast, but you're going to start like this with the rod parallel to the ground, and then you're just going to kind of flip the rod back and then back around, kind of like this. See, kind of like in a C formation. So do that again, only this time I'm really going to cast. Just like that. The fourth method is the backhand cast, which is useful if, like, let's say I'm right-handed. I don't have any space here on my right-hand side to make that forearm sidearm cast. You can use the backhand cast. All you got to do is just open the bail. And like I was saying, this right here, the sidearm was forearm. this is backhand, okay? So I'm just gonna set it up like this. My target is off to the right here, and that's the backhand cast. The fifth way to cast this rod is by pitching it, which is really useful if you're fishing around heavy cover like lily pads or down trees and stuff. So all I've got to do is just open my bail like this, bring it back, and then just kind of flick it out there real light. Well, let's say you have a brand new spinning reel, it doesn't have any line on it, and you got to load some on there. Well, you're going to need a good knot. I have a video that'll show you the perfect knot for tying line to a fishing reel. Here's that video. I hope to see you guys over there. Thanks for watching.